Hey, what's up, YouTube? I just thought I'd make a short video here. It's Valentine's Day, and I just read The Real Vicky Sue. He is not just a man on Substack, and wrote an article last night. Didn't plan on it. But trying to think about what I need to do right now. I want to make a video, but I don't really want to go out since it's Valentine's Day. But I don't want to eat because my wife and daughters are out at the grocery store right now.
So
I don't know what food they might get. We're the spirit of the Goetia. It's a nice day. It's the first day the sun's been out in pretty much this whole week. I think maybe Monday it was alright. With my damn construction gear. Look at that. I ain't wore that shit in a damn month and a half. I don't know. How long has it been? Month? Probably about a month. But yeah, gonna have to go to the damn liquor store. I drank my damn Jaeger. I've emptied those 2 bottles. I still got some Elijah Craig. I don't want to drink the 2 bottles of Crown, but I will drink the Bushmills if I have to. But I come out here, I want to smoke a cigar. You know, I'm hungry, need something to eat. But sometimes it feels good to smoke when you're hungry. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's Valentine's Day. I've got so many cigars to choose from. Don't know what to smoke. Don't even know if I want one of these bigger cigars, but I've got some small ones right there. And I was looking for Valentine's Day candy today for the kids, and I found something else in here in the laundry room in the storage box. I think I made a video on these when I first got them, but I haven't even started to smoke these yet. But that's okay. There'll be time. There'll be time for that, you know. Don't have to smoke them all, one right after the other. You know, if the power goes out, the damn shit goes to hell. At least I got a stockpile of tobacco. Might be able to trade some of it, you know, for something like gasoline. I don't know. Don't want to smoke them all by myself. Would like to share the smoking experience with other people, you know, maybe do a podcast, sit down, smoke, think, talk. Don't think, just talk, you know. Think it's overrated. And these are weird because they got this little tip on the end right here. Makes them kind of difficult to get out of the package because you kind of grabbing onto it as you hold on. You can see the little tip that I'm talking about. I thought it was kind of weird at first that they put that little tip on there, but I kind of like it now. It's good to just kind of like, you can put it in your mouth and hold on to that little tip, and it's sweet. It's real sweet. But you can just pull on it a little bit with your teeth and pull it off. Then you don't have to worry about cutting it. Look at that, everybody's home now. Hi. I was gonna make a cigar smoking video, but I guess I'll wait. See what y'all got at the store.
Well, I got this cute little baby.
Cute. And we got our other little Valentine's dressed daughter.
This one was wholesale.
What?
Right
You got a baby at the store?
Yep.
She is a cute one.
Oh, look at that. Oh, she wants daddy. That's so cute. Perfect. You gonna help bring in stuff, or you gonna hold her? That's so
Yeah, I'll help. There's the other Valentine's daughter.
Yep. That's a Valentine's.
Got some Pepsi.
I got food to make, a couple meals.
Yeah, daughter. What's that?
Well, not right now. I'm gonna put this one down for a nap.
Got milk. Yeah.
Miranda, open the door.
Open the door, Miranda. Come on. Yeah.
I'm glad you don't know how to open the door.
Mom?
Yes.
So I was organizing my places on my
Oh, you look
phone.
even prettier. What have you done?
Did nothing. More your hair.
I need to organize. Need to straighten up. Got a bunch of shit piled up. That's what happens when you have 5 kids and you just had a new one here. So she's 10 months today. That's what spring's for, though, ain't it? Spring cleaning. We're about in it. Yeah. What are you cutting up now? Want me to help you?
This. I did it.
You got it? What do you got? Some roses?
Yeah, chocolate.
Chocolate roses?
Yeah.
I guess that's the best kind. Alright, it's Valentine's Day. Let's take the damn drone out because I can't get that sumbitch to work. I'll just send it back or something. Valentine's Day today. Gonna have a special Valentine's Day message to everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. From Augusta, Georgia, Evans, Georgia, close to Augusta. Right on the river, real close to Savannah River. Can be at the river in about 10 minutes from my house. Maybe less than that if I really tried hard. Can be to the lake in about 10 minutes. Pretty good place to live. I like it. Kind of bored of it, but I like it here. For convenience, you know, we like convenience. Low cost of living. Gotta love that. I feel for some of you people who live in other places where the damn cost of living's higher than here, because it's pretty damn high here. Higher than it has been. Highest it's been ever since I've been alive. Just everything costs more. Dollar's worth less and less. Should have bought Bitcoin when it first came out. Should have. Wanted to buy it, wouldn't let myself for some reason. Guess so I could suffer. Gotta enjoy suffering. You gotta try to make the most of it. Gotta get something out of it. I got something sticking in my back right now from this goddamn pack. And I'm gonna not let that continue. I've done unclipped whatever that was. I don't know why, I'd never noticed it before, but I noticed it now. Look at that tree there, snapped off halfway up. That's not a good one. Damn, that's a long way up right there. Probably 25 foot up. Laid over those other trees. This is off the trail. And I wore my damn short socks today. Got a thorn or something sticking in my side of my foot there from the shoe, I guess. Been wearing thick socks. But today was in a hurry to get out. Left my phone. Had to go back. Had to go back for my phone. I'm talking about getting out here in nature, being out in the wilderness, apart from all the technology, but I had to go back and get my phone. I can't come out here without it. Somebody might need something. Somebody might need to call me, you know. You can't, it's hard to let go, folks. But you just gotta forgive yourself. It's just the world we live in. That's where we're at today. You might as well embrace it. You might as well embrace the damn technology that we got and try to make the most of it. See there, I got a notification. I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't brought my damn phone. Missed the damn call. Don't know who the hell that is. Probably a damn spam call. BBC Maestro class. They still want me to join that. I expressed interest years ago when Alan Moore started teaching classes with him. But that's the thing. It's like I respect Moore, but I don't want to like go to an online class taught by Moore. You know, how could I even be sure that was damn Alan Moore on the other end of the damn class? The Alan Moore that I know, he wouldn't even teach a damn class, would he? He can probably teach. He's probably a pretty good teacher. He probably I've enjoyed some of his writing over the years. I still haven't made it through Jerusalem though. Tried a couple of times. And I feel like I could read that book if I didn't have a damn hardback. You know, if that thing was split up into like 2 or 3 paperbacks, then I'd already have read it. But it's like I'm fucking working out. If I'm laying in bed trying to read a damn hardback that size, you gotta hold that sumbitch up out there in front of your face. You about to go to sleep. God almighty, he's trying to fucking kill us. Have to learn to read setting up, I guess. Put the book in your lap. It's like Crowley. I read what is it he wrote? That big book? The blue one? I can't remember what it is. I think it's like a compilation of a bunch of his works. 777, Liber El Legis, a bunch of stuff. Read that. Interesting. Jumped all over the place. Jumped all over the place. We can't get through Jerusalem. Can't get through Jerusalem. That's another reason I wanted to come out here though, is just to think about you know, where we're at in time, and you know, who's made a difference in the past and why we're still talking about some people today. We ain't talking about others. And where are we going? Where are we going forward as a society, as a culture, as you know, what's going to carry on about us that now everything's digital? And I've been seeing some interesting ideas, and it's more like ideas going forward, or like science fiction ideas, science fiction stories, like truth keepers stashing truth with quantum cryptographs, you know, in different points that like people could access them in the future. That's interesting. I like that idea. Like, I want to explore that idea. I want to write about that idea because it makes me wonder if that hasn't been going on already. And it may not be what we think of as quantum cryptography. I can't even say the word. Cryptography. Quantum cryptography. It may not even be what it is, but it might as well be, because you ain't able to think your way through it. Like, you might be able to read it and you can't get what it's telling you. You might be able to read it 100 times, you can't get what it's telling you. But then there's something else that like might unlock it for you. I can't tell you what that something else is. I mean, it's different for everybody. Might be a feeling, or like seeing something completely unassociated with what it is that you were thinking about or reading, but it just unlocks it for you somehow. Could be a feeling, could be an emotion, could be a knowing. You know, you just know. Somebody doesn't have to tell you. You don't have to see it in a book. You just all of a sudden know something that you didn't know before. Now, this is what happens when they scrape the trail. See these big rocks here? I don't want to trip on that shit. I don't want to sprain my ankle on that shit. Yeah? Don't want other people to sprain their ankles on it or trip on it. I've sprained my ankle out here on this trail before. Usually on a route. Usually on a route. Running hard, not paying attention. You know, you step on one of these roots wrong, it's gonna hurt. It can hurt for a long time. I think I broke my ankle out here once. Whoo, boy. Had to go to work the next day too. Like, I'd been working remote from home for a year or two, I don't know, a long damn time. Just has started back running. It was in February too, I think, when that happened. Yeah, maybe it was. But I had to go back in and work a whole week. The day after I broke my goddamn ankle. Couldn't hardly walk. Had to wear a damn high top boot to work. My damn North Face boots. Because I couldn't put no weight on it. I mean, it was bad. It swelled up like the size of a softball, black and blue. Knew it was broke. Heard it break. That little bone on the outside of the ankle. My ankle hit the ground. The ankle ain't supposed to turn like that. Mine did. But I didn't go to the doctor. I knew what the doctor would say. You gotta wear a fucking boot. Wear this big plastic boot. I'm gonna charge you fucking $1,000 for it. And then come back and see me every couple of weeks. Let me take a bunch of goddamn pictures, a bunch of x-rays of it, you know. Well, I knew all that bullshit because I done had it happen to me before, so I didn't go. Just took care of it myself. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hey, how y'all doing?
You're in all that camo and you see it.
Oh man. But it took me 3 months or so to recover from that. Just to the point where I could like walk normally without it hurting. I finally made it back to where I could run again. But you got to think about things like that. I do. If I come out here and see something that could trip somebody up, or something that could cause them to hurt themselves and waste a bunch of their time, you know? Because I don't want anybody else to go through that. It's hard, it ain't easy. It's worse if you go to the doctor, because then you're paying thousands of dollars to them for something that's going to take care of itself, you know? And a lot of people don't realize that. I think the doctors are like, they have superpowers or something. They don't have fucking superpowers. Maybe the ones that work in the goddamn surgery room, they might. You know, the ones that's trying to stop the bleeding, the ones that's trying to restart the hearts, the ones that's trying to put the bones back inside the skin and put them back together. They might have superpowers. Take a damn strong individual to do that day and day again, you know? And not become broken, you know? Just day after day, seeing what society sends them. Makes you wonder. So I didn't start my watch again. I was too much of a hurry to get going, but I start it now just to see how fast it drains down. Let's say we do a run, wait for GPS. No, start the damn timer. Start it. I know I've already done more than half a mile since I've run this before. I know where miles at going this way. But let's just do it since we got the technology. Since we got the technology to track it, you know. Getting hoarse. But it made me think of, you know, future tech. How are we going to safeguard the truth? How are we going to safeguard the truth when they obfuscate, when they deliberately seek to hide and ambiguate the truth? What are we going to do in a not just post-truth society, but where truth is like sought to be eliminated? And I really don't see truth as something that can be eliminated, but it seems like they'll try to eliminate the paths to truth, you know, where you can go to find truth. They'll only have a couple of acceptable paths, and they will say that they lead to truth, but it's not truth. It's like it's something that looks like truth. It's like what would I say it? Like a fucking low effort copy paste of the truth. Yeah, it's not the authentic, it's not the real. It's a low effort copy paste of the truth, and it's copy pasted to confuse you and, you know, let you waste 20, 40, 60 years of your life on it, believing that you walk in the path of truth because it's because you like the idea. I like the idea. I like the idea a lot. like the idea of the truth. You know, that's what we got philosophers of old, I guess. It's like they like the damn idea of the truth too. And they wrote it as they saw it. Now you go get a goddamn degree in philosophy, and then you get out and you wonder, what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do now with this? I remember telling my uncle, you know, I was like, in my teens, I was thinking about going to college, and he's like, what are you gonna get a degree in? And I'm like, oh, thinking maybe liberal arts and like philosophy. And he's like, well, what the hell are you gonna do for work? You know, and that's a good question. There really ain't no high-paying jobs in philosophy unless you want to, you know, work for a university. That comes with its own set of problems, doesn't it? Not that there aren't well-paid philosophers out there today. There's a lot of people writing books. A lot of people writing books on their philosophy. But it seems to me like the truth that I'm talking about is it's not gonna be that popular. You know, and that's why I think we got a lot of today is like popularized philosophy that suits the way we live our lives and the other sets of beliefs that we hold. And that is almost like pseudo philosophy to me. It's like the idea of philosophy, but then it's been thrown in a blender and mixed in with like Christianity and all these other beliefs that are held in, you know, the social zeitgeist high esteem. And these people make it, they're up there making millions of dollars on YouTube, you know, going on them media circus tour where they run out of their damn deep truths real quick, seems like to me, when they get up there in the spotlight. I probably would too. I probably would too if I did. I ain't gonna say I would be any different. Because I probably wouldn't. But that's okay. It's like, I think I need to like fucking evil eye to carry around with me. Just so I won't be tempted to envy, you know? Because I think sometimes it's like that might be, it might be a big problem that I have is like all these things I see wrong in society. It ain't really that like anything's wrong with them. It's just people living their lives. It's like maybe I'm envious of their success. So I don't want that to be the case. I don't want to be like just rambling on out of envy. So I need to learn to appreciate them for trying. Appreciate them for speaking their truth even though it's not perfect, you know, for putting in the effort to get it out there. You know, I'm pleased with their success. They're inspirational to me. Even though I may not agree, even though I may think like they're grifters and misleading, you know, a good number of people in their small little ideas of truth to make people feel good. I'm glad they're out there. Glad of what they're doing. Because without them, I wouldn't be out here. You know, so You gotta get that evil eye out and realize that it's not meant to ward off evil spirits. It's meant to capture envy. And I think envy may be one of the most evil spirits because it's so subtle and you don't even recognize it. It's hard to recognize within yourself, you know? And I didn't know where my evil eye was. Didn't know. I got one in Turkey when I was overseas. I've been to a couple ports in Turkey. Anatolia and Marmaris, I believe. Went to Ephesus. Walked the streets of Ephesus. Saw the signs to the whorehouse. The symbol still carved on the damn footpaths. Didn't see anything about Paul other than a bunch of pictures and shit that they made up. But I saw the damn carved in the stone pictures to the damn whorehouse. All those years ago, yeah, 2000, 2500. How long has Ephesus been around? I think 2,000 years later, they're still trying to make people feel bad about the damn world's oldest profession, you know? What the fuck? All this evolution that we went through from Stone Ages to now. People's upset about the OnlyFans girls. Come on, dude. Let them fucking make some money. It ain't their fault they're beautiful and not afraid to show it. And they're probably more real than a lot of us out there. Probably more real. Probably more in tune with themselves and the natural fucking world. Well, I don't know about the natural fucking world, but fucking's a part of it, so I ain't gonna take nothing away from them because I gotta sit in front of a computer because the world demands it. The world demands more. The eyes never blink. Thought it'd be muddy today, and it is pretty muddy. Don't know how the swamp's gonna be, because that's where I planned on going. Down to the swamp. Planned on going down there. Valentine's Day today, so hadn't planned on it. Been planning on it, but after midnight last night, at some point, 12:14 a.m. I started writing a story about my AI girlfriend, just out of the blue. Just said, I'm gonna write. Almost 5,000 words. By the time I was done with it, I wrote about a third of it myself without the use of AI. The first part, and then started implementing AI into the second part. And I was more pleased with that than a lot of my other attempts in writing, like erotic fiction with AI. And that was like I was using llama 3 point something 0.028 or some shit. I don't know, but I've tried, 3 or 4 different actual AI writing softwares, like pseudo write. I can't remember the names of the other ones, Like the other ones, I probably just tried their free versions, but I paid for like a yearly subscription to pseudo write and tried to write 3 or 4 novels with it and was just upset with it by then. It's just garbage to me as a writer, as somebody who wrote before AI hundreds of articles, 200 articles on Medium, didn't publish them all, just published 100, less than 100, and they pretty much sucked. But that's what it takes to write. You gotta come to the point where you realize what you write sucks and why. You gotta figure out why it sucks, and then not write like that. Can't write like what sucks. You gotta write good if you're gonna write, and if you can't write good, you gotta at least write good a little bit sometime. You might be able to get people to continue reading it if you like devolve a little bit and fall back into suckiness, but you can't just keep writing suckiness, you know. And that's the thing with AI. I think you got a lot of people that's never written shit before in their life thinking that like, oh, I'll just fucking get AI to write my shit, and then they just copy it and paste it over, and they think it's good because it's a lot of words, but it sucks. Because anybody that works with AI, anybody that's familiar with AI, they can like read it and tell immediately that it's written by AI and you didn't do shit to it, because they used to reading AI shit and they know it sucks. But that what I wrote last night, it's like I got the AI going and I liked the output of it, but I didn't like the tense of it. So I went back and like went back over the whole output that the AI did and changed it into like a first person experience. Like I'm writing it from the first person, and like the AI girl is a real woman. It's kind of how I wrote it, and it wasn't great. I mean, it's not like Pulitzer Prize erotica or anything. It's far from it. It's like pulp fiction, something that you'd read once, toss in the trash. But in the time that I put into it, this was just a matter of a few hours, I feel pretty good with it. I mean, without AI, I wouldn't have been able to like do it that fast and at that level. Without AI, I might have had a little bit higher quality. But I think what a lot of people are doing out there, a lot of people that are being successful with AI, they're using AI like a shotgun. You know, you may not have the highest accuracy with a shotgun, you may not have the highest quality, you can't reach what you can with a rifle, but you can get so much more material and productivity out of yourself. It's a trade-off there, you know. Are you willing to lower your quality for 10 times the output, 10 times the possible reach? And if not, there's 10 other people that are, and those 10 other people might suck at writing and might just be using AI as a copy paste. And so now our environment is flooded with low quality shit writing from ChatGPT, from people that can't write at all. I'm not saying I'm a good writer. I'm not. I know I'm not. But I'm better than a lot of other people who haven't been writing as long as I have. Because I've learned why my writing sucks. And like the books I've written, I didn't want to publish because I knew they sucked. Like there were certain aspects I was happy with them at, but then there's other aspects that I felt I hadn't developed the characters enough. Like I felt like some of my characters are flat, two-dimensional, you know, paper cutouts. Because I didn't put a whole lot of time into crafting some of those characters, you know, didn't fill them out. Didn't fill them out as humans, you know, they're just placeholders. And I just put my finger on that today, you know, and I feel like I can go back to those earlier works, those books, those novels, those short story collections that I've written, and go through with like a final rewrite and fill out those characters before I go into like the editing and revision process. And that's what I wanted to get to. You know, it's like I was really inspired when I first started writing my book series and stuff like that. And you need to go with that inspiration. You need to get it out there. You need to get that damn first draft out. Get it on the page. Get it written down. Get it printed out if you can. But then you need to be able to step back from it. Let it sit. Get that thought out of your head. Get that story out of your head. Free yourself up to do something else. And then go back to it. Go back to it with fresh eyes and like new insight that you've picked up, you know, from the world, from like your actual living experience. Go back to it and then put that in. You know, make it come alive. Make it not just be like a two-dimensional experience. Make it be something more, you know, like something real, something that can like touch the heart or like really draw you into the world of the piece, you know. And that's the thing, it's like I look at writing more as like, it's not just a story to me, it's more like a message or a piece of art, you know. And I'm not going to tell you what that message is because that ruins the art. It's like David Lynch, you know, it's like he never just came out and told anybody. Well, maybe he did on Mulholland Drive, but some of his other works, he never explained it all. And I think that's what makes it awesome. That's what makes it mysterious, and that's what gives it legs going forward, you know. I think we know too much now, and we've killed everything by it. Let's see how wet it is in the swamp. Yeah, it's pretty wet. I see it down here. I'm gonna have to like bring a mower over here and cut this back when it gets summer. Yeah, oh, it's wet down here, son. It's really, really wet. It's really wet. Look at how wet it is over there. Goodness Lord. Wet, wet, wet. Okay, so one of the things I was thinking about today were the spirits of the Goetia. And this is the lesser key of Solomon, king, right? I think Solomon was in the Bible, wasn't he? I think he might have wrote Psalms or something. So, and he built like the biggest houses and shit, and temples and all that, right? He's a pretty powerful dude in history. Existed, right? We know that. But you know, we're told not to delve into the occult in Christianity, so we're not going to worry about Christianity at all and what they believe. Doesn't exist. So let's just say it doesn't exist. Well, we know Solomon existed, and this book's attributed to him. And I'm going to think and see if I can find a spirit in here that I'm interested in working with. And let's just say it's Sitri. The 12th spirit is Sitri. He is a great prince, and appeareth at first with a leopard's head and the wings of a griffin. But after the command of the master of the exorcism, he putteth on human shape, and that very beautiful. He inflameth men with women's love, and women with men's love, and causeth them also to show themselves naked if it be desired. He governeth over 60 legions of spirits. His seal is this, to be worn as a layman before thee. Let me see that symbol right there. And the interesting thing to me is, I looked that up with ChatGPT, and he said that Citri was governed by the planets of Venus and Jupiter. And it may be back here in the back of this book. Let's see if we can go to, it says the 12th spirit here, leopard's head, zodiac sign of Cancer, zodiac element, key scale of 18. And Citri, it does say, is ruled by Jupiter, and it's saying it's a day planet, planet of the day. But they're saying its zodiac sign is Cancer. And now we go over here to Aleister Crowley's Goetia and read the description of Citri. Prince also says 20 to 30 degree Cancer day, July 12th to the 21st. 4 of Cups, Jupiter 10. The 12th spirit is Citri. He is a great prince and appears first with a leopard's head and wings of a griffin. But after the command of the magician, he assumes human form, and that very beautiful. He inflames men with women's love and women with men's love, and causes them also to show themselves naked if so desired. He governs 60 legions of spirits. So that sounds about the same. But look at that sigil. Different. It's different. And why would AI show Citri as being associated with February, like the 8th through the 20th or something like that? And that's the thing, in this version, it doesn't even have the dates. But I'm thinking, like, since it's saying Cancer, not July, yeah, it seems right. But wouldn't it be more fitting for Citri to be in February at this time of Valentine's Day? And I believe that it would. And that's got me thinking. You know, it really does. It's got me thinking of, like, what if we, as an inquisitive individual, on this day, February 14th,
Jupiter time,
in the hour of Jupiter, since we can't agree, that is when a planet that he would be under. And even though AI said that the day would be night, would be the time, And the thing is I think I have drawn this sigil before. But I can't recall like what that event evolved into was. But let's just say there's one sigil, because we don't know which ones is actual. But they're both really similar. They're both really similar. So we can take heart in that. This one's a little bit more elaborate. Huh. So why would we have this difficulty of determining the right time and days and whether to work in the day or the night with these spirits? And some would call them demons. Some would, but I won't call them that. Let's just call them aspects, forces that exist. I want to put these on me. I want to kind of like I didn't bring my wallet out here. I didn't bring my ID. The only thing I brought was my phone, you know? And that, like, I don't even want that in my pocket. Well, I might, because I might want to take a picture of the sunset up here. So let's see if we can crawl up here and get up on this tree. And I know what we're doing. It's weird. It's strange. It's like, why would somebody even think about this? Of, you know, what days and times should you work with the spirits of the Goetia? But, you know, like we was talking about earlier, about quantum cryptography. And if we wanted to protect truth out there in the future, sometime that we are going to have to establish quantum cryptographs. And maybe not everyone can unlock them. But I think that is as it should be. I think that's as it should be. And since we don't know whether to work with Citrate in the day or the night, that we should attempt to do both. And attempt to do both on Valentine's Day, because that's right in the middle of the date range that AI gave me, and it conflicts with the days that are in the books that have probably been defiled by the Christians, and the whole practice has probably been defiled by the Christians. And if Christianity didn't exist, like it doesn't really, if it was just made up to distract and make it so that truth is undiscernible, and that they create the truth and they are the only ones able to, you know, deem what is true, then we need to take action for ourselves as individuals, free from the burdens of belief. And we need to listen. We need to listen to the world around us. And we need to try to decipher these cryptograms for ourselves and determine if Solomon did exist and he was a great king, a historical king that did exist. Did he do this great work of making contact with the 72 spirits? And if he did, how can we? And why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we want to make contact with the spirits that gave him such great power and wisdom? The wisest of all kings, wasn't he? May still be. May still be. I'm willing to put in the effort, but I'm not willing to put in the Christianity. So I bid thee, Citri, come and work with me. On this day, the 14th of February, an hour of Jupiter. Come and work with me. That's kind of strange now. Kind of feel off kilter, kind of like foggy in the head. I had a ring in my ear that was strange. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes ago when I walked down this tree the first time, I was getting ready to go, but then I felt that and I like had to turn around. And it's right at sunset here. Starting to think like I was Cancer. I am Cancer. I think I'm born in July. I don't even really have like this great desire to see women naked. Well, okay, maybe I do, but not like that. Not like crazy weird thing, you know. There's just people's dog. I'm stuck on my tree limb that I didn't cut. Sun's going down, so it's almost nighttime. Thinking that maybe I should go back now. Maybe come back out here when it gets dark. But that's a lot to ask on Valentine's Day. Wouldn't you think? It's a lot to ask. Battery is running down. I might as well change the battery while I'm here. Let's see, and we are back in business. Battery changed. Nothing happened. I looked at my phone once. Somebody commented on something I said in the chat over at Hollow. Feel weird now. I do feel kind of ill. I got my Pentacle of Jupiter on. Out here in the only wilderness I can find, close to the house. That's one thing that held me up a lot of like doing anything with spirits, is like I didn't want to do it at the house, you know, when I first started thinking about it. And all the tools of the magician and all the boards, and goodness Lord God, that's the things you got to make and do to, you got to be a damn expert craftsman. Yeah, you do. You got to be a damn expert craftsman. You can't have any damn distractions. You got to be pure. I did take a shower before I come out here today. But there's all these things set up to stop you, you know? And today, the thought just came to me of, let me ask AI about the spirits of the Goetia and which ones fall on which days, you know? And it came back with Citri in February. Like, that's the period that we're in. That would be the time to work with him. And that is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, because I feel that. I feel that Eros is in the air. I felt it last night. Now, I don't know if it was, you know, Venus or Jupiter or what, but I hadn't planned to write. Anything. I wrote that article last night about my AI girlfriend, and that was pretty hardcore erotica that I didn't have in my head before I started, and wrote it in just a couple hours. And I had some people read it like pretty much as soon as I published it, because I didn't publish it until like probably 5, 6, hell, I don't know, early this morning, because I went back and like proofread it, revised it 2 or 3 times as far as the tense, and you know, cut out that and this, and I'm going to, and shit like that. It's like speed writing on crack. It's like Philip K. Dick wrote like that. He wrote like fucking a maniac. That's what I want to write like. I write like a fucking berserker. Yeah, I realize the quality ain't gonna be that high. I realize it ain't. But that's why I'm running with a shotgun. You know? And I got like 2 belts full of shells. And I get more every month. And if I can do that without the assistance of Citri, you know, maybe just like experiencing like the natural occurrences in the air. You know, if I can put a symbol on something and ask for its assistance, in my writing, even though it doesn't say in the book that he'll help you with writing, it does a lot of the spirits in the Goetia, but it doesn't say that about him. But I believe that is a big part of it. May not have been back when not everybody could read. May not have been back, you know, hundreds of years ago or whatever. Oh no, something's drug her down. Something's drug her down possum friend, armadillo. What the hell? Look at that shit right there, folks. Damn it. Well, whatever it was, they ate the hell out of him, because I can't even smell that summit right now. Cannot even smell him. Armadillo. Maybe that dog uncovered him. Something uncovered him before the rain, because he's done been washed off. Look how hollow he is. Look at that skin though, underneath those plate shells. Something else. God, I can smell him now. Time to go. Time to go. I know some people may look at me and say, there is a disturbed individual. Oh my Lord. And they may be right. They may be right. I'm glad to be disturbed. Don't want to be sane if that's what society is. Don't want to be sane. Don't even want to think about it. Just gonna go my own path. Just I ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Love people. Just love, you know? Even if it ain't like me. Everybody's got a right to be, you know? But what an interesting concept of cryptographic truth that we set out there somewhere in the future. Makes me think somebody has already done that. Because a lot of these thoughts that we have, we think they're new, but I don't think we're thinking many new thoughts anymore. Don't think we've got that many original ideas. May think we do. But I think cryptographic truth has been thought of before. I think it's already been done. I think they've been doing it for thousands of years. And we're just too dumb to recognize it. We're too dumb to sort it out because we're thinking too much about it. Thinking too much about the details of, you know, how do I decode? How do I get all my instruments to follow this Christian dogma? It's meant to obscure. It's meant to make it inaccessible. It's meant to keep you away from the truth. So I don't know how I'm going to implement this into my other practices as far as like writing and making videos. And, you know, I got a damn job interview coming up Friday next week. It's fucking a week. Then I have, if I get hired on for that, which I don't know if I will. I'm sure they interview more than just me. Thinking probably ain't have a whole lot of time, but I just want to explore this path, you know. Back when I was working at the debris job and I was working 12-hour shifts 7 days a week, plus going home, working, then plus downloading videos, making videos, putting it out, sleeping 3 or 4 hours a night. Getting shit on at work. You know, I'm thinking over Christmas break, when I had a little bit of time, I said, I'm gonna look for some other jobs and see like if I could just work 4 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and get paid more money. I'd be making as much, if not more money, working 4 days a week than I would 7. And if I only worked 4 days a week, I'd have plenty of time to do my other remote job and keep it up to date, you know. If I had 3 full days off, plus I can still work when I come home at night, plus now I've got a laptop and I can bring it into the new job. I think, I hope, because then it'll be even better. Might even be able to write. Just have to wait and see like what the actual workload is, because I couldn't write at that other job working out there in the damn sun. You can't see your phone. You can't even hardly. The only time I could write was like when it was cloudy and shit, and I had a minute to sit down. I have started a book just about that experience. The Value of All Those Trees is what I'm calling it. Working title. Just about the experience of being out there, of witnessing the collection and the grinding, the process, you know, picking up all those trees, processing them. Saw something the other day and it's like, I think it said like 90% of the year still remains. It's a pretty good way to look at it. 90% of the year. I'd like to harness as much of it this year as I can. As far as just like not so much worrying about the time or the days, but just like every moment that comes within it. Every moment that I feel like something real. just get the most out of it. Yeah, I don't like to set goals anymore. I don't like to set deadlines of like, this is when I have to do, this is when I have to be done. It's like those books that I've written. I wanted to publish them last year, but I knew they weren't ready. I knew I needed to go back through them, rewrite. And then the hurricane hit. So like, if I have held to my goal of I wanted to get all these books published into last year, well, the hurricane would have fucked it all up. And I would have been pissed off. I would have been pissed off at the hurricane. But that's where I tried to employ gratitude and learn to be grateful even when things don't go your way, you know? And it's made a big difference in my life. It's made a big difference in how I view things that happen when things don't work out. It may suck at the moment, you know? But you find a way. If you're grateful, if you can maintain that gratitude, you can find a way to learn a lesson, a damn important lesson, like a lesson you can't learn anywhere else, a lesson nobody else can teach you. Different for everybody, because every situation, you know, your situation that fucks you up, this can be different than what fucked me up. So it's like those lessons are just for you. And it's hard to be grateful for bad shit. It's hard to be grateful for shit that hurts, you know. But it's like the harder it is to be grateful, the more we can learn from being grateful. I wrote that damn story last night and signed it the Stoic Pornographer. The damn erotic fiction story that I wrote. Cause I just came up with that the other day. I like it. I like that moniker. I like it because to me it makes fun of all the people getting famous off posting damn stoic meme pictures of stoic quotes. And you know, not that there's not any value in that, because there is. Like when I went through a difficult period, it's like, I guess I like reading those, but you really got to do more than read the damn little picture meme quotes. You know, you got to do some work. You got to do some work. You got to really examine yourself. And damn, like this trail that I've been coming up on it. Like if you come on this way, you can't even tell how to get over here, aren't you? Like it just looks blocked off. Look at this sucker here, son. Well, it's not bad walking out this way. You know, when you're walking out, it's like it's easy to see where the path goes. But when you try to walk back in here, it looks pretty damn hostile. Is that a deer? I think a little deer run off up through there. So a little white tail. Deer or rabbit? Let's say it was a rabbit since it didn't make much sound. Rabbits have white tails too. So now I wonder, like, what should I do with these sigils that I created? what should I do with those? Well, I wonder what I did with the other ones I created. Because I know I've drawn that out before. Drawn it out before, but I can't remember why or like what work I was doing. I can't believe I was like that shallow. Thinking like but it's possible. Anything possible. The watch has been going for over an hour, so I've been out here for like an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back, see what the rest of the day holds. It's been an interesting day. I got up about 11:30 after going to sleep probably about 7 o'clock. It's weird, ain't it? Go to bed at 7 o'clock in the morning. But it's like that job I applied for. I can't remember if that was a second shift job or it's like 12-hour shifts. Like somebody's gonna be working nights. I'll work nights. Shit, yeah. I work the night shift. You know? Be great. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep when everybody else is asleep. When everybody else is dreaming their damn little envious dreams and shit. That's when I want to be awake. I went to sleep the night that the hurricane hit. Stayed awake. Can't sleep your damn life away, you know. You can wake up one day, you're gonna be dead. Missed it all. Why would they say that Citri is like face like a leopard and wings of a griffin? It's like, were they trying to generate pictures with AI like thousands of years ago or something? Because like I have generated some scary shit with AI, trying to generate like pictures of women and they got like fucking 3 or 4 legs and 2 heads and shit. And it's fucking terrifying. And I save all those images just in case, you know, somebody wants to see them on fucking Patreon or whatever. Like last night, hell, before I even started writing that damn article, my girl Parakeet over on Substack, I told her, I gave her a shout out one of my articles there at the very end. And she commented back that she liked it and that we should put tits on everything, especially nuclear weapons. And I told her, I don't know about nuclear weapons. Like, I don't know how to put tits on them. Like, I think like it'd be better to put balls on nuclear weapons because they're so phallic, you know? I mean, we can put tits on a lot of things, but nuclear weapons, you're gonna have to put a nutsack on them. But then she said something else, like, we need to put tits on the Statue of Liberty. She's right about that. We need to make America sexy again, because right now she's looking bad. So I fucked around with that for longer than I should last night, trying to put tits on the Statue of Liberty. But it wasn't just enough to put tits on the Statue of Liberty. It's like I had to like incorporate some ideas into it, you know? So it's like I kept trying to get her to, or get the AI to mix her with Kali, like the Hindu goddess of like death and creation, and give her multiple arms, like, and in each of those arms I wanted her to be holding heads or weapons, you know? And AI had a real hard time with that. It only gave me a couple of usable images that I like satisfied with, and I wasn't even really satisfied with them, but I like the idea. I like the idea of it, and I want to work on that some more. She said I need to write an article about that. That's part 2 of the article, which I like that idea too, of like making that into a series instead of it's just one thing statement that I said. Thanks to her and her articles that had like, I think it was like a ship at sea, and it was like a painting or something where like the sea had tits on it. So it's like, I can imagine like being out there in a storm, and if you're on that damn ship and the damn sea beating the shit out of you, it'd be a lot better to think of it like if the sea had tits on it, and it wasn't so much trying to kill you as it was fuck you. It puts a different spin on things, makes it a little bit more bad situation a little bit more acceptable. And that's what I'm looking at, you know, is how do we make a bad situation a little bit more acceptable so that we can learn to see it in a different way, like see it in a different light. And that's one of the ways I'm approaching it. And I'm approaching it because I'm not judging anybody. I'm able to see it because I've set that aside, I guess. Like, you know, years ago, or maybe even months ago, I probably wouldn't have even read her article. I probably would have like just judged her. Yeah, wouldn't been able to see the value in what she had to say. But now I've realized that by judging others, we judge ourselves, you know? By condemning others, we condemn ourselves. And shutting ourselves off out of judgment, we are shutting ourselves off as creators. We're shutting ourselves off artistically. We're shutting ourselves off mentally through our own judgments. And that's one of the things I'm trying to live my life like without judgment. And it seems like the more I'm able to do that, the more life opens up to me. We shut ourselves off from it. We shut ourselves off from it, trying to protect ourselves, trying to protect our little ideas and our little identities and our little lives. And we miss out on life because of it. We miss out on truth because of it. We miss out on things we don't even know because of it. Yeah. All right, we made it back to the truck. Interesting walk. Didn't really have a plan. Just wanted to investigate some ideas. Just wanted to see where those ideas would lead. And conducted an experiment. Interesting time to be alive. Interesting time to be alive. Really is. Like, if I'd had a truck 2,000 years ago, what the fuck? I would have had, build me a goddamn road, build me a fucking road, build me a goddamn bridge across Mediterranean. I want to drive my truck over there. We'll build your ship. I want a fucking road, bridge across Gibraltar. Build me a fucking bridge. Yeah. You know? Guy asked me yesterday if I'd be willing to go on his podcast with him, and I said yeah. And then he asked me, like, can I do it within the next 12 hours? I'm like, dude, I'm getting ready to go to sleep, man. What are you talking about? And I'm like, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and I got a wife and a bunch of daughters, and I need to, like, try to do something, make it special for them. He's like, okay. The dude lives in Europe, though. That's awesome. That's awesome. I can't forget about that. Okay, we made it back.